everyone! Today I'm going to be doing another writing tag because I enjoy doing writing tags. This one I found on author Mandy Lynn's YouTube page. I'll put a link in the description where you can go see her video. It's called the Writing Ritual Tag. So let's begin. Question number 1. When do you write? I don't really have a schedule, like a specific day or a time of the day that I write. I tend to write whenever. I try to make it every single day. And because of my job as a nanny, it tends to be during nap times or in the evening. But on days when I'm not working, there's no set time that I sit down and write. It could be at any point in the day, morning, evening, the middle of the night, or all of the above. When I have time to myself, I tend to just do writing all day, every day. So yeah, I don't really have specific times that I write. Question number 2. How do you seclude yourself from the outside world? I shut my door. That's basically it. I don't really have any other ways of keeping people out as I write. I just shut my door and write. That's all I got. How do you review what you wrote the previous day? I usually just read it. I'll go back and read 1 or 2 chapters or whatever I wrote the previous day. I'll fix grammar mistakes if they jump out at me, but I'm not looking for them. I'm just reading through it to get back into the flow of the story and where it's headed, all that good stuff. What song is your go-to when you're feeling uninspired? I don't necessarily have a go-to song. I tend to listen to movie soundtracks a lot when writing. So it'd be like the Lord of the Rings soundtrack, Harry Potter soundtrack. Yeah, I don't know. I listen to lots of different movie soundtracks. And I also just listen to a lot of music while writing. Usually very quiet. I don't have it, because it's distracting. I don't have it very loud necessarily. And I try to avoid music with lyrics, because then I just want to start singing along. But I don't have any specific songs. I just listen to music. I don't know. Also, I don't listen to music to get inspired necessarily. I usually just pace and let stories roll around in my head until I find something that inspires me. Music has nothing to do with my inspiration. But I do listen to music a lot while writing, so I suppose it has something to do with inspiration. I don't know. Anyway. What do you always do when you find yourself struggling with writer's block? I will set aside the book that I'm working on and open up a different book and write in that one and then come back. That's basically what I do. There's never a point where I'm not writing, trying to figure out what to write. I don't do that. If I come to a spot where I'm struggling, I'll set it aside for a day and work on a different project, and the next day I come back to it and I'm able to write in it. I've never hit a point where I'm just stuck. So I don't know. I just usually have 2 projects that I'm balancing. And sometimes that won't necessarily be writing. Sometimes I'll be writing one and I'll need a break from it because I've hit a wall. And so I'll edit a different manuscript for a day. And then I'll come back and do writing. It's not always writing 2 books. Sometimes there's editing or outlining or whatever. I just balance 2 projects and keeps my brain going. What tools do you use when you're writing? Not a lot. I mean, I have my dictionary and my thesaurus, but I don't have any like prompts books that some people use or any other like writing books or resources. Nothing. I have my thesaurus, I have paper, I have a computer, I write. And I do a lot of research for various novels, but it's never in one specific place. So I don't have like one go-to thing that I use for my research. So yeah, I don't know. Tools, I don't have any set tools that I always use. What is the one thing you cannot live without during a writing session? That's a good question. I would say my computer, since I work on it, but I've also written entire manuscripts by hand, so that's not true. My dictionary and thesaurus, except if I'm on my computer, I can just look it up online and don't actually need that either. The one thing I can't live without during a writing session, well, writing's always easier when I have all my research and notes and outlines and timelines and things, but I have written books without them. I don't know that I have anything that's absolutely necessary for the writing process. I mean, I'd prefer to have all of my stuff, all of it. But if I ended up in a situation where I didn't have it, I would still write. There's not something that I'm like, I have to have this, or writing will never happen. Yeah, I got nothing. How do you know when you are done writing? In a specific day, it's usually either, well, on days when I'm working, when I run out of nap time, it's time to get back into baby duties, I know I'm done writing, because I gotta go work. But, when I have when I have all the time in the world, how do I know when I'm done writing? I don't actually stop. When I don't have time constraints due to work, I do not stop writing. I will write for hours and hours and hours and hours, and the only reason I do stop is because I get a headache and I need to either take a nap or eat or do something that I've forgotten to do all day because I was writing. So yeah, I never know when I'm done because I just don't stop. So that was the writing rituals tag. I liked it. That's kind of fun. I'm back because I totally missed one of the questions. So backtracking a little bit. The missing question. How do you fuel yourself while writing? I drink tea a lot. That's my inspiration juice. I hope that's the fuel is talking about. If I have anything to munch on, like, I will munch like crazy, but I don't usually have anything. I drink some tea, and I write for hours. So thank you, Mandy Lynn, for giving me a writing tag to do. There'll be a link in the description where you can find Mandy Lynn's writing ritual tag, the original, Happiness. There'll also be a link where you can find my website, which will have my Robin Hood books and my dystopian trilogy, all of that fun stuff. Happy writing, everybody!